The big question among these two devices is, can the Action 2 be used for traveling purposes, and can the Pocket 2 be used for extreme sports? Let's find out. Let's start off with the Pocket 2, and as the name says, it's a pocket device which is designed to pull it out of your pocket, use it, turn it on and film on the go, you know, quite fast. There's nothing really, this thing is not really designed to be attached to your chest or your helmet, even though you can do it. Of course, you can do everything in life. We've attached this to a motorbike, but the purpose is not this one. On the other hand, we have the Action 2, which you may think it's just a regular and plain action camera, but you know, it has been changed since the Action 1. If you remember, that was a typical massive small camera like the GoPro. Right now, with all the attachments and all the magnetic system that it has, which is kind of revolutionary, this will open up a lot of new capabilities for you also to be traveling with it, which is pretty interesting at least. Was für die Bau? And I know some people may say, yes, okay, but the Pocket 2 has a narrow field of view, so it's more cinematic. This is true. And even though you know that the Action 2 has a ultra wide angle lens and you have like 150 degrees of field of view, if you start using the linear, the dewarp and everything, plus the rock steady, when you compare both footages, the difference is not that big, which means that you can actually take the Action 2 also for more cinematic purposes and not just to attach it on your helmet and ski down a slope. But what makes these two devices different, and let's start off with the Pocket 2 again. The main thing, of course, is this Pocket has a mechanical gimbal. The mechanical gimbal will not only allow you to theoretically stabilize better off your footage, but this will of course also allow you to, especially if you're vlogging or if you're tracking a car or an object, to use the active track, right? It will follow you and it will center you always. We know the active track works pretty well, and it's something that the Action 2 is of course missing. Plus, the Pocket 2 has also the HDR video, which we don't have on the Action 2. And let me, before I forget, you can do pano shots with this thing, of course, that you cannot do with the Action 2. Right now you're listening to the DJI Pocket 2 with its 3 built-in mics. I know there's an extra external mic which is pretty awesome, but I wanted to know how the quality of the device is, right? We have here a little bit of wind, there's also the water in the background, I don't know if you're listening. And now let's jump over to the DJI Action 2. The DJI Action 2 has 4 built-in mics which are supposed to be pretty insane, and I really hope that you enjoy this difference in quality. Let me know if it's really different. By the way, guys, if you're new here and this is your first video of We Talk UAV, know that we've done about 10 to 15 videos of this camera, comparing it to a GoPro, you know, at night, underwater and everything. So if you want to know more about this camera, just leave a thumb, sub, and stay tuned for the next hours, because we're uploading one day, one video. On the other hand, the Action 2 has the good thing that you can, with this magnetic system, attach power bundles with or without screen. This means that you can buy as many power bundles as you want and you will never have to care about not having battery. In the Pocket 2, you know, it's internal battery, so it is what it is. On the other hand, also, the camera, just the camera without the bundle, is water resistant. This means that you can attach it to wherever you want, put it down the water, and it will take you up to 10 meters down the water. Plus, if you are one of those slow-mo lovers, this camera does now up to 4K 120. The Pocket doesn't. This gives you a little edge over the Pocket 2, right? And before finishing off this video, what do these two cameras very quick have in common? Well, both you can shoot in Pro mode, which means that you can go into manual mode and adjust everything that you want. Both shoot in Cinelike, which is interesting if you want to get a little bit deeper into filmmaking. Plus, both will be controlled through the DJI Mimo app. And, very important, both mount the same image sensor, 1.1.7 inch. So to finish off this video, guys, for whom are these devices actually made? Well, the Action 2 with this new system, revolutionary, magnetic and all that, it's not just an action cam, which means that of course you can attach this to your helmet, your chest, motorbike, surf, whatever you do. But with all the accessories and everything we've seen, you can now start using this as a vlogging camera, as a travel camera, and as I told you before, with the dewarp and linear image and everything, it kind of starts looking good, right? On the other hand, the Pocket 2 is just designed for traveling, probably not to be attached anywhere, and it's just something very easy to use. You know, you turn it on, start filming. If you want to track something, you can track your face or some person or whatever. It's easy for families on the go. Now, there's a price difference, of course, and I justify that the Action 2 is a little bit more expensive because it gives you that possibility of do traveling videos with it too. Nothing really else to say, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video and that you leave a thumb for us, and always remember to keep calm out and talk your EV. A video a day. Segundo, no sé, yo creo que ya está, ¿eh? Ah, 4K 120. And before finishing off, parezco hasta Shakespeare ya, tío. Me da igual, o sea, honestamente. Vale. Ay, ¿dónde está el power bundle aquí? Me queda uno. Espera, me queda uno. No sé. Ah,